Hello everybody. I am in a rush today, so I am having to make my video while I drive to my meeting, and on my way I am picking up my sponsee brother. So I know this is probably not the safest way to make a video, and hopefully my little stand doesn't fall off, and ooh, it almost fell off just then. So I didn't know what to make my video about today, so last night when I did my live stream, I was talking about the program and me doing my fourth step. Today, I was talking with my sponsor while we were working out, because I'm working out with my sponsor so I can get swole. I am on a fitness journey because I am one of those people that when the apocalypse comes, I want to survive the Fury Road. Like, I want to outrun the zombies. I want to make it into the compound because I have skills of a certain kind that make me valuable. I have never been one to be super buff. While I did play rugby, I've never been super buff. And I do have that desire for myself. And it's not out of vanity. I do wish that I could look good naked, like we all kind of wish that we do. I don't know. It's just something I've always wanted for myself, and I've never felt that I could achieve it because I don't have the skill set, and my sponsor does. And I'm not saying my sponsor is hot and that I want to jump his bones, but he has the same build as me, and he is very built. So I've started working out with him, and it's going really well. But the only downside is that I am really fucking sore. My entire body hurts. I haven't worked out since I tore cartilage in my knee last summer. Almost a year. It's been almost a year. This May will be a year from when I tore cartilage in my knee doing squats. I was getting ready for getting to play rugby again, and I was doing squats, and I tore cartilage in my knee, and it really sucks. I think I've shared this story before, so I won't go into all the details, but it was just, I was doing squats and my knee popped and I stopped, and yeah, it was really bad. I'm happy to finally be back to the gym because it's been months and months and months since I've worked out hard. So he is kicking my ass, and it's going really, really great, and his gym is really awesome. It's full of really, really hot guys. And what's great is that at his gym, the hot guys are really nice. At my gym, where I've been going, where I go for cardio, where I just go for cardio now, the hot guys are assholes, and they treat you like shit, and they're very intimidating. And it's one of those gyms that claim, like, they're a no intimidation zone. Yeah, fucking lies. So it's been really nice going on this fitness journey. I'm not gonna ever take my shirt off for you guys. Sorry, Mom. And that's Noni Mom, not my mom. I don't think she's ever gonna watch this, and I don't think she'd ever want to see me shirtless because I don't think my mom is into incest. And that was really gross to even think about. Ugh. God. Ugh. Anyways. And I'm sorry to disappoint anybody who does want to see me shirtless. If there is anybody. I doubt there is. Anyways. I'm getting off subject. I thought about posting photos to Facebook. But I don't think I need to validate myself by being like, look at my fitness journey. I know what I look like, and I am quite happy with seeing it for myself. I don't need people to be like, oh my God, you look so good. I know I look good when I look good. There's days I feel like I look fat, and I know I'm fucking fat. So I am quite content with having my small victories to myself, and as long as I lose my gut is all I care about. Ever since I've started gaining weight back after losing the 55 pounds that I lost in the last year of using meth before I went to rehab, after gaining back 27 pounds of that, I have desired to healthily lose that gut. I looked terrible with that 55 pounds gone. I weighed less than 200 pounds, and that looked awful. Let me see if that... Yeah, I'll put that on. I looked terrible. When I went into rehab, I looked like I was skin and bones. I haven't weighed less than 200 pounds since I was in my 20s. I might have been 24. There's a photo of me that I shared with a friend of mine from rehab when I was with this asshole Mark. And in that photo, I'm probably less than 200 pounds. And I was working out really hard, doing lots of cardio, doing lots of weights. And I was trim, not muscular. I was trim. And I wasn't using meth at that time. That whole year and a half I was with Mark, I did not use. And I looked terrible. I hated being skinny. I hate being skinny. I would rather be a little beefy than be too skinny. And me going into rehab with that 55 pounds lost, I looked terrible. All my clothes hung on me. Ugh. So my goal is to get muscular, lose the fat, and just overall be healthy. So whenever the apocalypse comes, that may happen any day, or who knows, the ocean levels may rise, or who knows what could happen. You name it, it could happen. Or not. Maybe we're gonna, have flying cars or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. And I'm not gonna talk politics either, because that's a touchy subject, and I am not going to say anything like Trump is going to lead us into a third world war. Because who knows? Maybe the coronavirus is gonna take us out. So, it's scary to think about, but we are definitely need to be prepared, because you never know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist either. I'm not a doomsday person, although those shows are really funny to watch on TV when they have their bunkers and it's loaded up with food, and they have like eight kids named Daryl. And they have it's loaded full of shotguns and AR-47s or whatever. Those shows are fun because it makes you realize that you're not crazy. I think I'm crazy sometimes, but then you watch My 600-Pound Life or Hoarders, or just watch one of those shows and you'll feel like, oh no, my life is together. I'm hanging on by a thread, but at least I don't hoard used baby diapers, So if you ever feel bad about yourself, watch one of those shows and you will feel so much better. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, because those people are mentally unwell, but it's just, sometimes you have to look at your life from a different perspective of another person's and realize things are not as bad as they appear to be. So they could always be worse. So sometimes you have to look at it through someone else's eyes and, just realize, me getting in a car wreck today isn't that bad. I could weigh 600 pounds and not be able to wipe my own butthole. But I'm off subject. I was talking about working out. See, this is what it's like being inside my brain. I hate having ADHD. I get off subject all the time, and I never feel like I have an idea of what I'm talking about. And also I'm driving, so that doesn't help things either. I'm trying to focus on one thing and trying to focus on two things. And luckily I haven't crashed the car, so at least I'm doing A-okay at one. And I usually have music going while I'm driving, and of course I can't do that while this video is going, or else you could see me at least like rock out a little bit, because I can really perform. Like, I can perform. I was doing that on the way back from running. Oh no, I came back from physical therapy. Oh shit, bitch. Let me tell you about physical therapy. All right, so when I had going under a bridge. All right, so I'll get back to the physical therapy in just a second. So here in Oklahoma, there is never any snow or ice, and so when there is snow and ice, they have to put at the beginning, at the start of every bridge, any overpass, anywhere, bridge ices before roads. Every fucking bridge. Because, I mean, I'll take a photo sometime and put it as something on my page. Maybe I'll put it as the watermark in the corner of my. Oh, here comes another bridge. All right, there we go. And it's just, I find it astonishing, having lived in St. Louis for 18 years, where it's a no-brainer. Like, there's snow on the ground, so be careful whenever you're going over something that has air underneath it. But here in Oklahoma, people have to be reminded over every fucking bridge that they go over that, hey, if this is wet and it's cold outside, it might freeze, even though it's not frozen on the regular ground. Anyways, back to physical therapy. So, when I had physical therapy for my hand a little over a year ago for my crochet injury, and I was with Jennifer, and she was really, really great. Well, I had to stop with her because I had the knee injury. So I went with Sean, and I saw Sean for like the whole time I was with Jennifer, and Sean is hot. He is a smoking hot man. I mean, like, if a gay porn star went to physical therapy school to have as a cover for his gay porn career, it is not very bright. Ugh. Where's the sun? If a gay porn star went to physical therapy school as a cover for his gay porn career and was actually a really nice person, but is actually straight because he's married to a woman. Ugh. I'm still convinced that his wife is a cover, that she's his beard, and he's just waiting for the right moment to ask me to marry him. Because he remembered my name when I came in to get my hand worked on the second time, and I hadn't seen him since September. I came in and he goes, "Hey, Drew," and I'd forgotten his name, and that's terrible. I have bad short-term memory. So I felt really bad about it, but his name is Sean, and I hope his wife has a terrible accident. Not like one that kills her, but like that she's maimed enough, and he's like, that he just can't deal with it, and they get divorced, and he just feels really bad about it. Like, she's just like, no, go on with your life. Like, marry someone else. And I'll be like, hey, and because he is hot, and he takes care of himself way too well to be straight. Like, I am telling you what. Like, he's tan, he's buff, his hair is way too well kept for a straight man. I'm like when straight men, when it's like between haircuts and the back of their neck is all scraggly, like, like back here, it's always like not cut like an even line. His hair is always nice right there. I've never seen it be scraggly. So he either gets a haircut once a week, which is suspect, or he's gay. Because I've never seen a gay man have that problem. Like, we are vain about our hair. And, yeah. So whenever I heard him mention that he was going on vacation with his wife, I was like, your wife? Because I saw him wearing a wedding ring. And so I was like, yeah, he's wearing a wedding ring. It could be a man that he's married to, which still bummed me out. Because I was like 80% sure that he was gay before he mentioned his wife. And I'm still not convinced that his wife isn't, you know, a man named Brian who spells it, you know, BRYYAIANNE, you know, like, and it's, you know, a little twink who's like 18 who wears heels whenever they go out together and like does his nails, and you know, nothing against that. I'm not reading anybody who does that. Like, I love gender fluid people. Like, they're amazing. They're some of the sweetest people I've ever met because they got their shit together. Like, they know what it's about. But that's just what I'm imagining, because he's got to be gay. Maybe if I just like wish it into fruition, maybe it'll just happen. But anyways, the reason why I brought him up is because he's also buff, and I've drooled over him many a times. And one time, whenever he was putting some adhesive for this wrap on my knee, he rubbed my leg. Oh, it's getting really dark in here. He rubbed my leg, and I got a boner. And I was like, oh my God, this is not a good thing. It was only like a half. It was like only like a half. I got like a mini chub. And it was not the most opportune time. Let's see. Nope. That's the only thing that's showing my face. All right. So we might have to end this video early because I want you to be able to see me, and it's gotten cloudy out. So, anyways, I hope everybody is happy and healthy, and that you're having great days, and I will keep you up on my fitness journey. This has been my first full week back at the gym, and my sponsor is totally kicking my ass, and it's been really fun. Today was back, and it was really easy. And what's funny is that my sponsor hates back, and I hate legs. He loves legs. For me, everything has been easy so far except for legs. Legs killed me. I love doing legs when I say I love doing legs, I love that my legs are strong, so I work really hard at legs. But legs days suck because I work really hard. I kill it on legs because my legs are really strong. But I hate leg days. Oh my God. I'm gonna scoot out. Let's see if that works. All right. There we go. That works a little bit. All right. I think I can do this, but I absolutely cannot do squats because I'm fearful. I am so fearful. And so we're not doing squats. He hates doing squats. So, I just hope I eventually look like him because he has the same, like I said, he has the same build. I cannot speak. Oh my God. The same build. I sound like I'm from like some, Northern European country like Sweden or Switzerland, or not Switzerland, like Sweden or Finland. You got a European build? Where was I going with that? Oh, but he's got a great build, same build as me, but he is super muscular for our build size. We're both 6'4", broad shoulders, and it's impossible for us to build big muscle because of our size. The first time I got a gym membership, I was told by the guy, like, you can build muscle and stuff, but like, you're never gonna look like me. And the guy was like 5'8", ripped out of his mind. And I was like, that's okay. And I told him the same thing I told you at the beginning of this video. I just want to survive the apocalypse. You know, I want to outrun the zombies. I want to, you know, be able to chop down a tree to build a house and not get winded after 5 chops. You know, stuff like that. So, holy crap, it's getting really cloudy. It's allegedly going to snow, but it is only 46 degrees out. So, I find that suspect that snow is going to happen here, folks. So, wow. I'm really glad I'm recording this video because I am only going 70 miles per hour in the left lane. And usually I would be saying some very not nice things right now because I tend to drive an excessing, we'll just say to excess. I don't want to freak anybody out. I don't drive crazy. I just drive fast. Although earlier today I was driving a little crazy just because I had a lot to do today. I still have a lot to do. I have to pack to go to South Dakota tomorrow to go to my grandma's funeral. I had a lot to do today, and every time I would do something, I would forget something that I went to Walmart and I forgot to get something while I was at Walmart, so I had to go back, and then I discovered I needed to get gas, and then I discovered that I needed to get vape juice once I got home, and it was just one thing after another. Oh shit, I just passed my exit to go pick up my sponsee brother. Fuck. I can go to a different interstate to get him. It's okay. It's the wonderful thing about bypasses that you don't have to take them. I am going to roll the window down and vape, so it's gonna get loud, so I'm not gonna talk. London fog! Alright, now you absolutely cannot see me, and this must be really fucking boring. So I actually am going to end it now because I have kind of run out of things to say about working out, because as I have previously said, I've only just started again, and it's been really good. The gym. Oh no, bitch! I have more to say. My gym. I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys this. I might have to take off my shirt for you guys, especially if I start peeling. My gym has free tanning beds, and so I've started utilizing them. And so the first time I used them, I went in 5 minutes, and I was like, did absolutely nothing. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm pretty white, but I tan really well. So I was like, didn't notice really any changes. So like 2 days later, I did 7 minutes. Absolutely nothing. I mean, maybe like I noticed a little bit, but like nothing really did anything. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I, 2 days after that, I was like, I'm going to do 9 minutes. Well, I was in there, and before we had gone in, my sponsor and I were talking to him. He was like, why don't you just be a true alcoholic and go in there and do 20 minutes? And I was like, yeah! Except for, I mean, I was just joking. I didn't do 20 minutes, but I did 10. I came out, and I was fine. Well, I got home later that night. The back of my body, just the back, got burnt to a motherfucking crisp. I was red as a lobster. I was still wearing my workout shirt, which is mesh in the back, and that mesh, and it was when I was making my first long video, the one that was 47 minutes, where I'm wearing that white shirt. My back was hurting so bad. And I was like, why does my back hurt with this mesh up against it? I lifted up my shirt when I got to my meeting that night. My back was lobster red. And it was crazy it took that long for the redness to show up, because it was fine for like 2 or 3 hours. And then suddenly it was just like beat, red. And the front, totally fine. The front was totally fine, just the back. And I was like, what the hell? So, it's insane. I don't know what happened, but it's one of those stand-up ones. And there was a sign saying that they had changed the bulbs, but it had said that the first 2 times too. So I am unsure if they only changed the ones on one side or what. But yeah, I am definitely going to start like rotating whenever I'm in there from here on out. I don't want to get crazy tan. I don't want to look like a fucking leather bag. No offense to anybody who does tan and looks like a leather bag. I just don't want to look like one. I just want a little bit of color and cover up some stretch marks on my hips that that formed when I got fat a year and a half ago. I was 255 pounds and I got some really bad stretch marks on my hips. And let me tell you what, I was unhappy, and that was part of the reason why I started doing meth again, because I was so fat. It was a rough time for me, and I wasn't eating any different than I had been. It's one of my medications makes me gain weight, and I was just not happy. So I did a lot of things and paid the price because I had to go to rehab. So it's neither here nor there. All right, people, drive faster. Yeah, you guys are about to see me rage. Hope you heard that engine rev. When you rev it like that, when you go around someone, that's like saying "fuck you." All right. Well, I told you about the tanning bed mishap. I told you pretty much about everything that I possibly can. And you can't see me. Oh, you did get to. I was hoping that you would get to see that that thing. Look behind me. Right there. It's a statue. Well, it's not a statue. It's why can't I think? Whenever they have things and it's like a statue, but it's not. But it's art. Can't think of what they're called right now. Not a monument. Not a sculpture. Thank you to everybody who was probably saying it while I was here looking like a fucking idiot. It's a sculpture that is over the interstate, and they light it up in different colors at night. Tonight it was blue. I was hoping that you guys could see it. I wasn't thinking about me driving underneath it. I almost turned the camera towards it. But I wasn't sure if I would be holding it right and that you'd get to see the whole thing. But I'm glad I came this way so you could see it. It's something that was not new since I moved here, but it wasn't here when I was a kid growing up in Oklahoma. They did a lot of changes to Oklahoma City between me moving away and me moving back. The interstate that I'm driving on right now was like 2 lanes on each side. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was pitiful, and they've done so much. It's getting around Oklahoma City now is so much better and easier. There's still some construction that's going on up north on 255 at 44. They're working on an interchange right there. But I must congratulate them on keeping the roads open while working on it. When I lived in St. Louis, if there was construction and they wanted to work on something, they'd be like, fuck you, we're closing everything. They wanted to make Highway 40, they wanted to redo it. They closed half of it down for a year. And they closed the other half down for a year. And they got it done in a year, so it took 2 years for the whole thing to be completed. And that's I-64 to the people who aren't from St. Louis. But everyone there calls it Highway 40. It's Interstate 64, but if you are from St. Louis, you just call it Highway 40. It's what you do. But if you wanted to get from Interstate 270 to downtown, you had to go through the rich neighborhood down Ladue Road to get there. And that was total balls. For 2 years, you had to do that. It was it was total hell. All right, I'm getting off subject. All right, I'm actually almost to my Sponsy brother's house anyway, so it's time to end this. It's been a blast talking with you. Thank you for dealing with me being in low light. Oh wow, it's so dark you can only see my chin and my mustache. Wow. All right. Well, thank you for sticking with me if you have this far. I will try to make a video tomorrow. I will be in the car again going to South Dakota. My parents will be there, so I won't be able to be as lively and animated because they will probably be what's the word? No, that'll be offensive to people. My parents, they will be offended if I act like myself because they think I should be a well-behaved boy who does not say things like fuck or overshare my life or anything like that. So I am going to try to do what I can. It might just be a short video where I'm saying, hey, I'm on the road and stuff like that. But I will definitely make a video tomorrow, and I will